Yeah, he's doing
Ini
that.
sa Nizamin. Yeah.
No, he's doing that.
Bit more. Imi bën si ishte rëzirjesh
Hey,
në klasë.
we're gonna when we talk, we're gonna use this as well.
For that.
For that.
Okay, cool.
Which way, Kangan?
You're gonna have to sit closer.
That's all right. Dëgjoj. Megit aty nuk duket fare, po ti aty, te karrikja atje do dukesh edhe më mirë.
S'ka rëndësi edhe se s'duk në sosh më rëndësi. A do të më duk?
Pa Megin.
Ha?
Pa Megin nuk bëhet kjo.
You want me to move it more?
Little bit more. Zach, can you move? Hang on. Instead of everyone, we're moving 4 people here, and we got Zach here.
I'm on my own island over here.
Yeah, that's all right.
Good.
What about
No,
a little bit the chair in the middle here?
I can go there.
When
No, the camera moves
Which
when
camera?
we move.
You looking this or this?
we have.
Put this on. Put this on. Put this on. Put this.
Can I go on the page?
Feels like I'm back in Kosovo.
Okay. Okay.
Do.
Jaką mnie kartkę?
Osmo Pocket 3s.
Yeah.
I'll give you these.
Yeah, we just got them not too long ago. Maybe put that one here.
Kjo është shumë larg.
Ja, pra do ta fillojmë. Ja, pra do ta fillojmë të nderuar bashkëtarë dhe këtë bisede me këtë këngë të bukur. Kënga e Adem Jasharit, sepse në studio kemi një gjysmë kosovari apo një kosovar të plot, do ta dëgjojmë historinë e tij.
Deri në fund programit do marrim vesh a është gjysmë kosovar apo jo deri tani.
Por është mirë se vitin e kaluar 2025-ën e përfunduam me një intervistë të madhe me një po ashtu një australian shqiptar, Gjoza Shava, të cilin e përshëndesim, dhe e fillojmë këtë vit të 2026-ën po ashtu me një Ozi. Tash dëgjues do thonë ç'ne ky Ozi këtu në radio. Të nderuar bashkëtarë, sot kemi kënaqësinë të kemi në studio një djalosh australian I cili para disa viteve mori një biletë vetëm shkoi në Europë, vizitoi disa shtete, por gjeti folen në Kosovë dhe në trojet shqiptare, edhe gjithçka tjetër mbetet një histori.
Diçka shumë e pazakontë të lesh Australinë për Kosovën. Jam shumë kurioze ta dëgjoj historinë e Zak sot. Unë dhe jam e sigurt dhe gjithë dëgjuesit gjithashtu që të mësojnë më shumë për këtë djalë.
Pra të nderuar bashkëtarë, të nderuar dëgjues, në studio kemi Zak Down. Zak, përshëndetje. Mirë se na vini në studio.
Faleminderit.
Listen, I've seen some of your spots on YouTube and on Instagram. Your accent, your Albanian accent is very strong. That's why today we got someone from Peja here to translate.
Oh, my favorite city in Kosovo.
Is it?
I miss it out in Peja. It's absolutely beautiful out there. That city made me move to Kosovo, quite honestly.
Oh, really?
All right, we're going to talk about Peja.
We'll get into it.
Now, Zach, Ozzy
Yes, sir.
went to Kosovo. How? It all started from a hiking trip.
Pretty much. Well, kind of before then, I was just solo backpacking around Europe, and I came across a hike around the peaks of the Balkans just online, and it seemed I had never heard of Kosovo. I'd never heard really much of Montenegro. My mates were telling me about Albania and how awesome it was out there. And I was like, okay, I got to do this hike. This sounds awesome. I've never done like proper hiking. I've just been partying and pretty much just exploring all of Western Europe, and I wanted a bit of a change. So that brought me to Albania, and those 10 days of around the peaks of the Balkans was like the best 10-day experience I ever had in my life. And from there, I was like, I don't want to leave.
What clicked?
Well, it was just
Let's go to Peja now.
to Peja. Well, it was before Peja. It was just
Okay.
like especially going into like Balbone and all the different guest houses. Especially the one that really stands out to me that I remember is like out in Dobodor, like out in like this beautiful valley.
It's Dobordo, I think in Tropoja somewhere.
It's like
Yeah.
on the border.
Yeah, border to
It's like
Kosovo.
near the three borders.
Yeah.
And out there is just like complete peace. And it was just like a feeling I hadn't had like all throughout my travels. And it was just at that moment or like throughout that time, it was just fully disconnected from the rest of the world, no noise, and especially the culture, the people, and how the hospitality at all those guest houses, like true Albanian hospitality up in the north. And I just wanted to just continue that. And it's like a kind of being around that environment, I'd never really kind of seen like that raw, authentic hospitality. It kind of was completely new to me. And it was kind of like out in the mountains, living back in the past. I haven't got smartphones, no internet. And it's just kind of like
Just connection to the
different life.
nature.
yeah,
and
the natural
the people.
environment and the people. And people were just like,
Talking about people, Zach, the Aussies here in Australia, like you guys, they're calling us wogs. And we're proud, we're not offended. How do the Albanians treat you or call you in Albania and Kosovo?
oh, like
Wogs?
as me, they're just like, they think I'm crazy. They think Australia is like one of the most dangerous places in the world. They keep asking. Whenever I was talking to people, they're like, "Oh, you're from Australia, like spiders, snakes."
Yeah.
They really get so scared. They're like,
That's
"I
it,
couldn't
know
go there."
everyone.
Yeah. Like, how do you
They
live
think-
there? I think we're so tough, but then
Big fear.
yeah, and then we're just like living in the city, and then we got nothing to worry about here.
But how long did you explore around Albania and Kosovo before deciding to move there?
Well, I'd been exploring Albania for probably almost 2 months, and it was after the hike I went to Peja, and I stayed there for a few days. And I originally it was just like the scenery there, just kind of in that small little city with the canyon overlooking at the fresh mountain air. I wanted to live in Peja, and my hiking guide Donna was like, "Oh, you don't want to live in Peja. You won't. No one speaks English. You won't be able to understand anyone living out in Peja." And so he brought me out to his sister's engagement party like a couple of days later, and that was in the city. It was just full of young, vibrant energy. And it was that night I told him, like, I just want to move here. Like, this place is awesome. Like, I was not expecting like Pristina to be so well developed of a city, and buzzing nightlife and just that youthful energy. It was kind of like, and it was just like true, and everyone was so welcoming and they were so happy to, like, for me to be there, which was like kind of, I hadn't felt that anywhere else in all of Europe. So I was like, yeah, I want to learn more about this place.
I'm curious to know how was the reaction of your family and friends when you told them that you're gonna stay in Kosovo, and have they come to visit you yet?
So my family's first reaction, like my parents were like It's like, what are you doing? Is it safe? Like, you gotta be,
Albanians.
Albanians. Like, you gotta be careful. Like, don't get into any crime or smuggling drugs out there. They were like
So,
worried at
So they've
first.
been
You gotta be
doing the
careful.
researches, yeah?
Yeah,
You should have told them that you're doing that part 2 Taken. The movie.
yeah, like I'm becoming an
Mhm.
international drug smuggler. But no, like it was honestly the safest place in Europe. And like after I started posting a fair bit, kind of sharing more about my experiences, I was speaking to them quite often. They grew quite curious of the region. I brought back a few books, and my mum's been reading them. And even whilst I was there, my sister came out to visit for a week in Pristina, and we travelled a bit
Did
around.
she like
Kosovo.
it?
She absolutely loved it.
Okay.
She is loving the burek. That was like her favorite
Oh, wow.
burek out there.
We'll come to the burek
Yeah,
a bit later
a bit
on.
later.
Don't wait.
So I was curious to know, was just the paella that made you move to Kosovo, or was another specific reason that you want to
Don't
share
tell me.
with people?
Don't tell me Jakova.
Oh, well, it was as well as like although it was like beautiful like scenery, it was cheap, and then there's just beautiful girls everywhere.
Say it.
I had a question for that too.
Thank you for being honest.
And I was like, oh, maybe if I move here, I might be able to find myself a girlfriend. Just see what
Okay.
happens.
Are you gonna remember? If you find a girlfriend, you need to do not just the wedding, engagement party, which is bigger than the wedding. You have to invite us all.
A week
Oh,
dance.
yes.
A week dance.
And then a week.
Absolutely. I went to one wedding and that was just surreal. That was like the first proper wedding I've been to, and it was 300 people. They were shooting guns inside the wedding venue. And I was like, this is how a
this
wedding's
is
supposed to be. This
That's-
is awesome.
That's normal.
Yeah. It was bloody unreal.
That's good. So apart from what you've seen in Pea, what else did attract you? Like a tradition, culture?
Well, it was very fascinating, just Kosovo's story and the history behind the country, because it's so many people kind of misunderstand it, or is very misunderstood, like worldwide. And it's such a powerful story, especially because it's so recent. All the struggle and hardship people face, and being able to speak to people that experienced the war and like really feel like what they actually lived through during that time. And for me, growing up in Australia, it's like I never really kind of thought about that or really understood like what truly kind of happens in other parts of the world when conflict does happen, and how like innocent lives and civilians and how deeply it affects people. But it was quite inspirational seeing how Kosovo has really just completely bounced back from that, like, and continues to grow. And its youthful spirit is just like, it's like an energy that I hadn't seen or felt anywhere else. And it's continuing to grow and thrive. And there's so much talent and people with powerful stories that I think so many people can draw like inspiration from, because people have gone on and done incredible things from that region. And it's like, I can kind of understand why, because it's like they've gone through hell and back, and they're some of the hardest working people I know, and most driven, most loyal. And yeah, it was just beautiful, kind of just seeing all that and hearing those stories just made me just kind of fall more in love with the country, because I knew literally nothing about the war in the 90s before, like the Yugoslav wars before coming to the Balkans. And yeah, every day I just was speaking to people, learning more about it, and everyone was so open to sharing their stories with
And
me.
it's very fresh, the situation there. And
Exactly.
It's so good for you that you were open as well to listen to their stories and to see the truth.
Mm.
Because many of other people they visit, but they just see like mountains, like wherever,
Mm.
but they don't really focus on people much. So
Mm.
yeah, that was good that you.
Sam, like me, I've been so many times there, but I never had a chance to meet the president or the
Yeah,
prime minister.
That's it.
I don't even
Yeah.
know how that happened.
Yeah,
Come on, tell us about.
Well, when I first got there, I was telling Donna, my hiking guide, like whilst I'm here.
Hang on, who's Donna?
Donna Totti is he's from Paya, so
Mhm.
he's an absolute legend.
Hi to Donna. I'm
G'day,
pretty sure-
Donna.
yeah, I'm
Shout
pretty
out
sure
to
he
Donna.
will. Yeah.
But yeah, he truly showed me like Albanian hospitality. Is like the first real Albanian friend I made, and yeah, he was the one that helped me find my first apartment there. He first shared his story, his family story through the war, and taught me so much about the country. And yeah, he was the guy that ultimately kind of made me move or decide, yeah, this is a good idea to move.
Did you have any challenge living in Kosovo first? I'm pretty sure it wasn't very easy for you. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you
like
had something.
like at first, I mean, I was like, I moved to Pristina and I didn't know anyone. I was kind of like, oh, why did I do this again?
Okay.
And then I just started going to the gym, meeting people there, met some incredible people at the gym, started making more friends, and decided like to make content and just use content to like start meeting more people and kind of expand my network out there, hear more
So-
stories, share more stories, and it was kind of
So
like
how did this idea came to create content for Kosovo, and what's your message that you want to share to the international followers?
Well, for me, it was like there's so much like misinformation about Kosovo, and it's so misunderstood, and people still are like uncertain of going there. Like, oh, it's
Yeah,
unsafe,
not-
or it's
yeah.
war torn, or they just kind of like assume it's incredibly corrupt and the people dangerous. But it's the complete opposite of that. Because for me and everyone I spoke to, it's like the safest place, especially in the cities or anywhere in general.
Mhm.
It's one of the safest places to walk around at night, and the people are the friendliest, most welcoming, down to earth, like genuine people. And they're so happy to have foreigners, tourists come there, and they go above and beyond to ensure you're having the best time of your life whilst you're there. And it's truly special because you don't really get that in
And
many
it's
parts
very
of the
common.
world.
They invite you to their
Yeah,
houses, like,
yeah,
just
exactly.
come over.
Come over,
Yeah.
have some food, and they
Have some
just give
burek, some flea.
bureks, beer, some
Kebab.
raki.
They also do the same thing here.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the first part. The second part is in all in Albanian. We have a music. When we come back, full on Albanian. Okay.
Full
Kosova dialect.
Shumë bakshim, shumë bak.
Pra të nderuar bashkëdhetar, nëse ju keni ndonjë pyetje, numri i telefonit 9415 1923.
Okay, we're gonna restart again.
Okay.
Just a break.
Albanian.
Yeah, this is recording, remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a good story. Yeah? Make me want to go.
Yeah, you gotta get out there. Have you been?
No, but I want to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. On my Instagram, you see on all the spots
I'll
in Kosovo. Yeah. Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from New Zealand.
New Zealand.
I like to travel too, but I just haven't been around there.
Yeah.
Lite.
Yeah. Just need people to know.
like Albanian music?
Oh, it flows very nicely. That's what I gotta say. Like I don't understand it, but it sounds beautiful.
Okay.
Like especially like I like it. It's very emotional. Like Alicia Shiri. I was listening to a lot of his music whilst I was out there.
We should maybe put some, I don't think we have one of him.
Traditional music. Oh, I was listening to plenty of that. Like at the wedding. I mean, traditional music. It's like everywhere I go. Like I don't kind of remember like the songs or the artists, but it's just like I'm live with it. Yeah.
Mam jenë punë, shumë e
Yeah.
You guys go down there. OBS? Yeah. I was doing the research. I was like, we need OBS. Like, we had one now. We haven't tried it before, so we didn't know. Is it coming? Just there built into the wall. That one. For the
Pra
Facebook.
të nderuar bashkëdhetar, vazhdojmë me programin tonë. Linjën telefonike kemi dëgjues apo jo?
Po në fakt e kishim i dëgjues disa mi, po nuk e dëgjoja shumë mirë.
Atëherë numri i telefonit është 9415923, e mirë presim, derisa ne kthehemi përsëri me të ftuarin tonë Zeki, i cili ka bërë një bujë të madhe në rrjetet sociale, i cili ka promovuar aq shumë Kosovën dhe Shqipërinë dhe ishte radha që ai sot të vi këtu në programin tonë. Zek, why Kosovo and not Albania? What's the difference?
Well, Kosovo, I found it like I connected more with the people from Kosovo, and it was like I found more of people like similar, like-minded in Kosovo than Albania, and especially in Pristina. And Pristina is so young. It's the youngest city in Europe, and myself, I'm only 22 years old. So
And Kosovo has got the youngest population, I think, in Europe.
Exactly. So it was just like I was meeting people my age, and then it was kind of so interesting to seeing how what their insight into their life and kind of sharing more about what it's been like for me. And then I just made heaps of friends out there, and as well as cheap, more affordable to live out in Pristina as well. And like Kosovo, it's like as well for making content. I thought it was just like better because no one's really no foreigners have ever really shared too much about Kosovo unless it's just
That's
like
true.
negativity about it. So I was like, oh, if I make content here, it's like it's actually sharing a positive light. I can get more of a positive light out.
How do your international followers react from your to your content usually? Like, are they surprised or?
Yeah, like my friends were completely shocked. They're just like, "What are you doing, Zach? Where are you?" Like, so many people just didn't even know like where I was in the world. But since coming back and speaking to a lot of them, they're like, "Oh, it's awesome what you're doing out there. Like, I want to go to Kosovo now. I want to go check out Albania."
Is there many other foreigners like Aussies or from a different part of the world? They're coming and living there? Have you met them?
I met quite a lot of expats living in Kosovo. A lot of Americans living out there.
Okay.
And even in like Albania as well. It's a growing community of Westerners moving out there, and especially whilst I was traveling around, so many Australians traveling around Albania now. Like you'll find them everywhere. So that's when I was like, oh, okay, everybody and everyone I was talking to that was traveling around there absolutely loved it as well. So I was like, this place, people are coming here. People want to know more about it. I want to share more. Share what's.
If you had to describe Kosovo in 3 words, what would that be? Like to your friends or wherever?
I would
Who's
say
not from there.
it's well, absolutely gorgeous, just
Mhm.
gorgeous. I guess I'd say it's inspiring.
Okay.
I'd say it's quite inspiring, just kind of seeing, like, reading more into Kosovo's history and understanding like what it's been through, and seeing it's quite like miraculous that it's like exists as a country today after everything the population has been through. It's so yeah, inspiring, gorgeous, and I'd say what's another word?
Okay.
I don't know, just welcoming.
Okay.
Welcoming.
Okay.
Just hospitality,
Yeah.
hospitable.
Yeah.
Just,
So you stayed there for a year, right?
yes. I
Yeah.
was
So
living there
during
for a
this
year.
time, so were you just focused on creating content, or were you also working and exploring at the same time? And did you have a moment when you said, "I've had enough here. I want to go back"?
Well, there was like a lot of so. I was out there. I was at first. It was creating content, and then I brought my best mate out to Kosovo to come live with me because I'd been meeting quite a few people within the IT world out there and a lot of software developers. And my friend had just graduated university of computer science, and I got him on a call with a software developer who's running a team in Pristina, and he was just amazed by like the level of talent and expertise he had. And he was funny enough, he was traveling out to Portugal at the kind of around this time, and this was also kind of the time I was kind of planning on kind of heading back to Melbourne. And he decided to ditch his family holiday in Portugal to come live out in Pristina with me and kind of give it a
Mm.
taste and kind of work alongside my friend who I'd met and we'd been working with, and start kind of working together and building a software for a company here in Australia.
Okay.
And yeah, and from that experience, like, I'm not too involved in IT. Like, I just wanted to kind of show the potential of the place and show like what's happening. That's why I was kind of I wanted to promote. I don't know if you saw the 14-year-old kid
Yeah.
Khan.
Yeah.
Like, he's an incredible talent, and there's so many young bright kids like him, and that are just, they are so talented, especially when it comes, so many people were in the IT world and like working for overseas companies, working abroad, or even moving abroad and getting like jobs at Google. But it's like people can build within Kosovo, and I wanted to kind of show that, and I guess show what's actually happening here, and show people like, yeah, you can build here in Kosovo, to kind of, because there's a lot of young guys, especially in the diaspora, who are messaging me like they're kind of wanting to move back to Kosovo and live there, because
Okay.
it's similar to me, like being a young guy in the West. It's like, it's great, but like, I don't know, I just found it as just like a completely different vibe being in Pristina, in that young, energetic city, around people who are really focused on building and creating things and working on themselves. It was just such an amazing community to be a part of, that it's kind of like people really pushing the boundaries. And yeah,
An Aussie goes to Kosovo, gets fascinated there,
yeah.
but the Kosovars who live there, they can't wait to get out. Why?
Well, I believe it's like kind of the case, like the Kosovars think like the grass is so much greener
Thank you.
on the outside, when it's
Can you say that again?
yeah. So many young Kosovars, like I tell them as well, it's like they all think the grass is greener. Like, yes, you can earn a lot more money, but in terms of I guess what they have there in terms of just being so connected with family, and I guess the freedoms you have in Kosovo, it's a lot less, I guess. I mean, growing it like in the West, there's a lot more systems of control over you than you
Yeah.
have in Kosovo. Yeah, Kosovo is kind of like I like to refer to it as like a beta version of the game. You can kind of make
Yeah.
it whatever you want. If you really want to create something there, you can.
Do you consider yourself here as on holiday or home?
So I consider like Kosovo as like my second home, and I
Mhm.
want to spend a lot more time out there over the coming years.
So you're planning to go back to Kosovo?
Yes.
The only way to keep him there, girls, is to find him a nuse.
That's it? Do you consider this like starting your family over there?
I mean, only God knows.
I know, yeah, but-
We'll have to see what ends up happening over the long term, but I definitely.
So you see yourself living long term in Kosovo. It's not just a chapter of your life.
Yeah. Not just a chapter, because I genuinely love that part of the world, and I love the Balkans and the people in the Balkans. It just kind of feels like kind of like what the world was like, I guess, 20 years ago. In a way, there's still so much things to like be built, so many things to be developed, and it's like being young there and kind of seeing like what works well in Australia or like the West is like an advantage, kind of coming into those or deciding to build in those markets. And a lot of people from the US and a lot of tourism, and there's a lot of growth kind of already happening in the region, and it's like it's kind of exciting what Kosovo and Albania could look like in the next 10 to 15 years. It's kind of exciting, and I kind of
And
want to
it's
be a
so
part of
easy
it.
being in Europe. Like you can
Exactly.
go everywhere.
Mm,
Short distance, especially for an Australian.
mm.
Yeah, just moving to Australia is like big distance, and being there is so easy for you. I'm pretty sure you visited like other countries around the Europe
Mm.
too.
Exactly. Like Australia, we're so isolated. We're just on the tiny island, or like a big island just on the other side of the world, whereas kind of Europe is close to everywhere.
Yeah.
Kosovo is so central. It's like close to Dubai, the UK, and yeah, you can just quick flight to get to anywhere. Like Australia is the
She
best.
just moved.
Someone
Oh, you
Like
just
a
moved?
few months
Oh, amazing.
ago, but yeah.
but she came from Sweden.
Up in Sweden. Yeah, well, it's different for me because I've growing up in Australia my whole life. It's just seeing something different has just kind of like opened my eyes, and I was just like, I love this. I kind of wanted something different, and that's why, like, I wanted to live in a new country, and Kosovo was the new country I found, and
You know
The
that
gem.
yeah, it was gem. It was just like, yep.
you know
This
that
is the place.
your friend, the president, she used to live in Australia.
Yes, she told me she was living in South Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny because I met her. Forgot to share the story about how I met her.
Yeah.
It was on Flag Day in Prekaz,
Yeah.
and I went there, and it was beautiful, just kind of seeing how united everyone was, and just seeing how people recognized like what happened there and commemorated that, and it was real unity and strength, like, and everyone playing their songs, the Albanian flags
Very
everywhere,
proud.
very proud. It's like one of the most proud countries in the world, I reckon.
Yeah.
Would there be any other country as prideful as Albania?
I think yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Does any people
Very-
do this in the world?
Yeah, exactly. So, and I saw her walking around, and people taking photos of her, and I just walked
No
up.
bodyguards, no.
Yeah, there's just like
He-
a few
he-
bodyguards around
He
her.
bribed,
Okay.
he bribed the
Yeah.
guards.
I just walked up to her and I'm like, "Hello, President. I'm from Australia. I gotta say, I love it here. I'm living here. I absolutely love it here in Kosovo, And she's like, "What are you doing here? You're lost."
Okay.
And then I asked her what she loved most about Kosovo, and she said, "Oh, it's the people. It's the people that make it special." And yeah, she said like her husband studied in Australia. She
Yeah.
lived here in Australia, and yeah, I was like, got a photo, and that was it.
What about the Prime Minister?
Yeah.
And the Prime Minister, when I met him,
Which one you met first?
I
president?
met the president
Mhm.
first, and then
And Albin Kurti was jealous, so he invited
Yeah.
you.
well, it was funny. One of my friends who I was hanging out with was like a part of his party group, and he emailed them if we could have like a meeting. And funny, he's like responded. He's like, "Yeah, I'd love to meet these Australian guys."
No.
And
Okay.
and he invited us into his office. We had a talk. Myself, Dion, Ethan, Lorik were sitting down. I kind of shared my story how I ended up in Kosovo, and we were talking about like AI, the young generation, and yeah, he was genuinely interested in like what we had to say. It was cool, and he gifted me a bottle of wine.
No,
That was nice.
All right, now we got some quick questions,
Maggie has
some short answers
flash.
from you.
Yeah.
Questions.
Okay, Maggie, go.
Okay.
Okay. I have some short
right.
questions
Fire them
and
away.
short answer. Pristina, Tirana, or Peja?
Okay, payer. In terms of
That
where-
Of
wasn't even.
course. That wasn't. Fli or Burek?
Correct.
Okay. Kosovo in summer or Kosovo in winter?
Kosovo in summer.
Coffee in Kosovo or coffee in Australia?
Coffee in Australia.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mount-
we got the best coffee.
Yeah, that's for sure. Mountain hiking or city exploring?
Mountain hiking every day of the week.
Okay. Traditional Albanian food or Aussie barbecue?
Imagine a lunch in Rugova.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
He's
about
trying
some
to-
of the traditional feasts. I'd have to say a traditional feast, like a big plate of meat. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Kosovo nightlife or Aussie night out?
Ooh, I mean, us Aussies. I'd say an Aussie night out. It gets pretty
More
crazy.
chill, yeah.
I didn't do too much nightlife in Kosovo. Or Sunny Hill. was-
Still, Pristina is nice.
Yeah,
too, but
Pristina has
yeah.
really good nightlife though, but Aussie nightlife is like wild.
Mhm.
Okay. Visit the beach or the mountains in Albania?
I'd say the mountains in Albania.
Okay.
I love the mountains up north. Just like everyone goes to the beaches, but they miss the
Yeah,
mountains. The
They're
mountains,
beautiful.
there's nothing quite like it.
Have you been here to Mount Buller, Mount Bobo, or
I've
any
been
hiking spots in Australia?
in Australia. I've been to like Mount Hotham,
Yeah.
just around there, but our mountains.
You can't.
It's-
You can't compare.
No,
Yeah,
you can't
can't
compare.
compare.
Yeah. Rugov,
Yeah. There's the canyons and just like
Seth, like
Oh.
Valbon.
it's just truly
Next.
like
Very unique.
raw and rugged.
Yeah.
Kosovo beer or Australian wine?
Well, I don't drink wine, so it's Kosovo beer.
Oh, okay.
Payers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good beer.
Yeah.
You can buy it here in
Really?
Australia. Yeah.
I was asking Josiah about that. He said he didn't know
I knew
anyone.
they were gonna bring one.
Oh, love it. You gotta tell me your supplier.
I will.
Yeah.
Off the.
Alright.
Kosovo's history or modern culture?
As in, what do you mean modern culture? Just,
Like Kosovo as a modern or Kosovo history, like
oh,
as a.
like it's kind of interesting because like a lot of Kosovo's history has been lost and it's very hidden and it's very kind of mysterious, but it's very, I guess, it plays a big role in the broader scheme of history of Europe, which I kind of found very fascinating. So Kosovo's history.
Okay. Fancy restaurants in Melbourne or lunch in Rogov?
Oof. I never went to fancy restaurants here in Melbourne, so lunch in Rogov.
Okay. That's it. Thank you.
Oh, amazing. No, it's good.
Good.
A bit of mix.
Yeah. Finally, what message would you like to share to the people who have never visited Kosovo or might still
Especially those-
hesitate to visit Kosovo? What would you say to them?
I mean, you just have to go there with no expectations and really just go there with an open mind, because like what you'll find in Kosovo is truly beautiful, and it's rare to kind of find places quite like that are just have such a rich history, culture, and I guess it's just so misunderstood. Like you have to kind of like really dive in deep with the people. You can't just kind of like visit and just look around. You have to really hear the stories, hear the people, and kind of be shown around by the people. And then that's when you truly appreciate like Kosovo for like what it is and what
to
it's
be
been
honest,
through.
you've been a very good impact for that to share to the world the best things about Kosovo. So we thank you for that. Yeah.
Thank you. I had a last thing for you. So what would you say to the international community and international justice when it comes to the conflict that Kosovo had like 2 decades ago?
We still have the heads of the
Yeah.
UÇK still in Hague.
Well, in terms of the international or like I truly believe like how it's completely unfair how UÇK is labeled as a terrorist organization. It was born from, I guess, just that constant persecution for decades of the Albanian people during that time. Like without it, who knows what would have kind of happened, or if Kosovo would even exist today if it wasn't for UÇK.
Yeah.
And it's like in terms of who did what, it's a time of war, and it's kind of, but in terms of balancing what both sides did and what the opposing side did all throughout that time, it's like if there was no opposing force that the Albanians had, like you'd just be sitting ducks. So in terms of, I mean, you have to speak to the people. Now, I haven't spoken to many Serbian people who heard their story, but in terms of the Albanians who I've spoken to, they felt like that was their only option.
Look, just being there and
and
listening
hearing
to the language that tells you everything.
Exactly.
Exactly. So,
Zach, we're running out of time. Did you tell your girlfriend, your dashnore, your nusa, that you're coming here to the radio today? Did you message her?
No.
She's from Pea?
No, I'm single.
What's her name?
girls from Pea are beautiful. Like they're
She's not from Jakova.
No. Like especially all Albanian girls are beautiful, but Pea specific.
There's something in the water out there.
Okay.
Well,
it's special.
Zach, it's been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having
We've
me
been
on.
following you for a while, and then when we saw you at the festival, what can you say about the festival in Footscray Park?
Oh, the festival! I had no idea what to expect. That was massive. I didn't know the Albanian community was so big out here.
Do something like that.
It was awesome, like what you guys put together, and it was cool as well. Just meeting so many people who kind of like followed along my story out there in Kosovo, and were very, I guess, they love seeing it, and kind of, I'm super happy that to meet so many people that kind of supported that message I was kind of putting out throughout that time. And it's amazing meeting all you guys.
yeah.
I would have met you guys if it wasn't for the
That was
festival
great to
and
s-
just meeting
yeah,
more of
to
the
meet you there.
community. Yeah.
I've been working here for 20 something years in this radio, and all the people that come to the festival want to take photo with you. That's unfair.
It was surreal. I wasn't expecting that many people to recognize me.
No, we'll
You're
acknowledge you next time.
Would like to continue for another half an hour, but we ran out of time. That's our 1 hour.
Thank you.
Unless you want to come on Tuesday again, you're more
You're
than
very
welcome.
welcome.
Yeah, we'll continue to the coffee. So.
Just have some
For how
coffees
long
and
you staying
raki.
to Australia? So how many days you're here? Or
Well,
months? Or...
I'm not too sure. I was talking to Adrian, and it's like I want to spend summer here,
Okay,
and then once it starts heating back up in Kosovo,
just go
then
back.
head back over there.
Perfect. It's beautiful for hiking too. Summer and yeah.
All right, thank you.
Exactly.
So we have to thank our cameraman, as usual, Adrian. He does an amazing job,
Thanks,
not just for
Adrian,
us here,
coming
but
here
to
today.
all community.
Mm.
And this gentleman here, Rai. Thank you, Rai, the
Thank
cameraman.
you.
Thank
Right.
you. And that's it. Yeah.
Fellow
Thanks,
indebted.
Zach.
Follow him
It
there.
was a pleasure having you here
Fellow
today
indebted.
and
Thank
shared
you,
your story
Zach.
with us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Okay,
It's a pleasure being
këtu
on. Thank you
ndalemi
for inviting me.
Ndalemi
me
me
programin.
Ju përshëndesim të gjithë ju të nderuar bashkëdhetar. Ishte ky Zek I cili me vërtet ka bërë një punë të shkëlqyer, I cili ka promovuar Kosovën aq shumë sa që asnjë shtet nuk e ka bërë atë, sa që ka bërë vetë ky si një individ, si një person. Zekun e faleminderit neve shumë dhe dëshirojmë që të martohet sa më shpejt me një gocë
Na bëj
kosovare
një dasëm edhe në Kosovë, po edhe këtu.
edhe të naftoj.
Thank you.
Faleminderit.
Do të
Faleminderit.
dëgjojmë në programin e ditës së martë.
Natën e mirë.
Mirupafshim. Ciao.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was a good question.
Yes.
Man, you did well. You did well.
We did well. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Glad to share the story.
The thing is, 1 hour, the program is sometimes feels like it's very short,
Yeah.
but yeah, we did well.
We'll continue to the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we stop this shipment?
And we have something very little.
Oh.